in progress.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Get Fit With Me Expanding Your Physical and Mental Fitness group. This group is for individuals who are ready to expand both their physical and mental fitness while helping and supporting others with similar goals all along the way. In this group, we talk about three main areas: physical fitness, mental fitness, and nutrition. And today we're going to be talking mostly about that mental fitness side because we're talking about goal setting and how and three things that you must know when you are goal setting. But really, it can trickle into that physical fitness. It can trickle into that nutrition, and it can honestly trickle into really anywhere in life that you want to create a goal and make that goal something that you actually achieve. So, whether you're listening today for physical fitness, nutrition, or just because you need help with goals all around, let me know in the comments which area you're going to focus on. Because one of the things that I'm going to remind you multiple times today is we overcommit to so much. We overcommit to achieving this huge goal and we're not realistic about it. So I want you to think about what one area are you really going to dial in and focus on today. I know we could put this in all areas of our life, but focus on just one of those areas and think about what it is and put it in the comments for me. So we are live on Facebook. I like to do introductions. So as you trickle in or as you're watching the replay here, I want to know who you are, where you're from, and what are some goals that you've really been trying to achieve that you just have struggled to do. And that could be a health goal, such as hitting a certain number of steps, certain number of water, stretching a certain amount. It could be a goal of hitting a certain sales target at work. It could be, I've been trying to eat 2 servings of fruits and vegetables and I just have not been able to do that. I've been trying forever. Maybe it's a weight loss goal. Think through kind of what is there some goals that you've been really trying to achieve and you just haven't got there. As you guys are dropping those in the comments, I also want to remind you that you're going to get the most out of these calls by clicking that Zoom link above my head. So as you are watching this, if you are here live, click that Zoom link, jump in the room. When you are here and we get to have a real conversation, you get one-on-one coaching for free once a week. Take advantage of it. Ask any questions. We will work through things specifically for you and what your situation looks like. And if there's multiple of us, we'll do group coaching. So take advantage, click that Zoom link above and jump on in. I do know that we can't always watch or join in live. So and also let me know in the comments, are you here live? Are you watching the replay? So yeah, who you are, where you're from, and what are some goals that you've been wanting to achieve. I apologize for my red face. I was walking on my treadmill before this and I cut it a little too close before I could kind of bring my heart rate down. So for today, like I said, we are going to be talking about more of that mental fitness. We're going to be talking about goal setting. But when we talk about that, I want you to look into either your physical fitness, your nutrition, or an area of your life that you really have a goal that you want to achieve. So before we get into the 3 things you must know, we kind of work through the exercise, I want to remind you that we have less than 60 days left of the year. Do you have a plan for what you are going to do, for what you're going to accomplish, for a goal that you are actually going to achieve by the end of the year? I feel like it was just yesterday that I was doing a very similar training in January to set you guys up for success coming into 2022. And somehow we're already at the end of the year and I want you guys to finish out strong. So what types of things are you going to be focusing on for these next 60-ish days? If you have a plan and you have a goal, put it in the comments, let me know. What does it look like? What is that commitment? How are you going to achieve that goal? If you don't have a plan, why don't you have a plan? What is holding you back from that? A lot of times what I hear, especially this time of the year, is it's just so busy with everything going on. I can't add one more thing to my plate. I'm just so stressed. I'm so tired. I can't take on one more thing. It's fine. I'll just wait till the new year. Things will slow down. I'll be able to start new. I'm just gonna push through this fall and not really worry about it. I'm gonna tell you what, every single year, you're gonna say that over and over again. And if you keep saying it over and over again, you're gonna keep doing it until you stop that pattern. And I challenge you to stop that pattern today. That on today's call, I want you to make a commitment to yourself and create a goal and start achieving that goal and reach that goal by the end of this year. And I'll be sharing some things that I can help you with to help get you to that point. But there is a constant cycle of, I'll just wait till next year. I'll wait till Monday. I'll wait till this. And we will stay in that circle. We'll stay on that hamster wheel until we decide to create that awareness and step out of that hamster wheel. We've got Tanya on Facebook. She's focusing on water and movement. How do I create a plan? Awesome question. So first thing I would ask, if your focus is water and movement, what does water and movement specifically look like? Is it drinking 60 ounces of water? Is it drinking 30 ounces of water? What is that goal in numbers? Because numbers are easier to track and look at data. Look at that. What is that water goal and what is that movement goal? So put those in the chat and then we'll slowly work through. So if you are somebody who feels like that I just can't take one more thing and I can't put myself first, it's the holidays, I'll wait till the new year. Eventually the new year is going to circle back around to this time next year. And you're going to say, well, still didn't do that thing. Take the step today, follow along with these steps. Let's create the goal. Let's put the action in place and let's get moving forward. So like I mentioned, we're going to start with 3 main things that you must know. And I'm going to be honest, I always hated goals. I hated setting a goal because I always felt like, well, what if I don't reach it? I'm going to feel like a failure. Oh, things just got in the way. Oh, I just didn't prioritize it. Oh, all these excuses come in on why I didn't actually do the goal. And in reality, we set goals that are way too big for us to actually achieve. We don't realistically think about what is actually going to fit into the current lifestyle we have. For instance, I was doing a similar training earlier this week, and one of the guys on the call said he was going to do 30 minutes of strength training every single morning. I've been following up with them, and on day 2, I said, hey, how'd strength training go? He goes, I had to be out of the house at 4:30 in the morning. I didn't get it done. We're going to have those days where life throws something out there and you're going to be like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm not going to be able to get that done. I'm not going to be able to get up early enough. Or another guy, for instance, he said his goal was water. He'd set up his plan. He's going to drink a glass at breakfast, a jug during the day, and then a glass at dinner, and that was going to hit his goal. Well, he worked through lunch at work and he wasn't able to stay on his goal. So he had to play catch up at the end of the day. So life is going to be thrown at us. So we have to keep the realisticness of what can I really achieve every single day and be consistent at? But what is also enough to challenge us to keep it on the forefront and is not just completely easy to do quite yet. Tanya said, already redoing my business plan now this. Tanya, this plan, we're going to walk through this step by step. I want you to think about which one are you going to focus on, water or movement. I want you just to pick one. Because like I said, we try to take on more things. We try to be a little unrealistic with what we're doing. So I want you to pick one. And that is actually step number 1. First thing you must know is whatever that big goal is. So if that big goal is weight loss, pick one thing that you can start doing that's going to help you get you to that weight loss. Walking, drinking water, getting X amount of sleep. I want you to pick one thing to focus on. And we are going to keep this health focused. Like I said, you can use this in different areas of your life, but we are going to keep this health focused. So starting today, I want you to think, what is that goal? Tanya says, I want to focus on water and movement. Great. Pick one of them. Which one are you going to focus on? Water or movement? For me, I've been building. So once you create this, you build. Right now, one of mine is water. I have this massive jug. It's the size of my body. And I'm focusing on water every single day that I get my water in. Tanya is also going to focus on water because you're bad at it. You are not bad at it. You are just out of practice. We can get that water dialed in. So you're going to pick your one thing, water. So the next thing we need to know is how much water do we need? So what is that goal number that we'd like to get to? And how much are we actually drinking right now? Same thing goes for steps. If your goal is 10,000, how many steps are you actually doing right now? if your goal is 300 active minutes a week, how many are you currently doing? Before we move towards that goal, we have to figure out what we're actually doing. So Tanya, how many ounces of water would you say you are drinking? I know you have one of those water bottles, which I believe is 32 ounces, if I remember correctly. How many of those would you say you are drinking, or part of one you are drinking in a day? So when we pick this one thing, first thing you must know is just pick one. Do not go over the top and try to feel like we can do it all. Pick one. We're picking water. Tanya's picking her water. The next thing that you have to think about is water. Water is a really easy one. You have to do it every single day. For a goal to be achieved, 90% of the time you have to take that action you are doing and make it a habit. Because if you don't make it a habit, what's going to happen is you're going to hit this goal. You're going to feel like, woohoo, I made it. And then you're going to go back to your old habits. So what we want to do is to reach that goal, and to make that goal sustainable long term, we got to be able to break that goal into something we can do every single day. So for instance, Tanya's right now she is at least getting 32 ounces or one bottle. Perfect. Tanya, what is your goal? How many of those water bottles would be ideal for you? How to find that out, because I've had people ask me this recently. You take your body weight and divide it by 2. And whatever that is, that number is, that's how many ounces you should have. Another way to look at it is females need between 60 and 90 ounces. So if you're somewhere within there, and Tanya, based on you being at 32 right now, I'd say your goal would be to get 60 ounces consistently. But we're not going to get there tomorrow. We're going to start by getting 32 ounces in every single day. That is your main focus. Once you have done that every single day for at least a week, then we're going to bump that up to 40 ounces. You're going to do that for a week. Then we're going to bump it up to 50 ounces. We're going to slowly bump it up, especially with water. If we do a huge jump, you guys are going to be peeing a lot. So we kind of have to gradually increase it. Same thing goes for steps. If your goal is 10,000, you're actively getting 5,000, you're gonna hit that minimum of 5,000 every single day for a week. After that, let's bump it up to 6,000 or 5,500. It doesn't have to be this huge jump to get you to your goal. It just has to be a little jump. So Tanya's goal is at least 2 water bottles. You're currently doing 1 water bottle. So when you hit that 1 water bottle for at least a week, what we're then going to do is you're going to then refill that water bottle, and you're just going to start to slowly make your way through that second water bottle. Slowly make your way through. Slowly make your way through. After a week of getting to, let's imagine this is your 32-ounce water bottle, this massive thing. So you fill your first one, you complete it. Your second one comes, that first jump is you're gonna drink about this much of that water bottle. After a week of doing that consistently, you may jump into half. And then we're gonna jump into 3/4. And then by about week 4 or 5, as long as we are consistently doing it every day, we should be able to get down to completing that full second water bottle. And different things will play into if you complete it, such as, I know Tanya's got a great water bottle that she likes. Carrying it around with you when you're in the car, you're going to clients' places, when you're traveling, when you're at home, always having it with you. Because if you don't have it with you, it's a lot harder to actually do it. So first thing you must know is pick just one thing, just one. Second thing you must know is you must be able to do it every single day. Because if we do not create the habit, whether we hit that goal now or not, if it's not a sustainable habit and we've changed our way of being and doing something, we're going to go right back to drinking only 32 ounces. Or we're going to go right back to not moving at all. Does that make sense? Do we have any questions so far on number 1 or number 2? Or just anything I've talked about so far, I should say. And I'm going to refresh the live stream to make sure we got everybody there. Pick one thing. Drop in the comments, what is that one thing you've picked? Tanya's picked water. Mine right now, my newest one, is intentional movement. at least 15 minutes every single day. It can look like a walk, it can look like strength training, it can look like a bike. Those are really the 3 that I'm going to count it as, and I have to do it every single day for 15 minutes. Second thing is I have to be able to do it every single day. I can do 15 minutes every single day. I can make that work at some point in my day. I can easily bring a kettlebell or a weight up while I'm unwinding at the end of the night watching TV. I can easily sit on this bike. I can easily put my treadmill underneath. I can easily go out and do 15 minutes down the road and back. That is a number that is realistic for me to actually achieve. 30 minutes, hour, I can't guarantee that's going to happen every day. So number 3, we got to track our progress, because if we don't track where we started and how we're progressing, what's going to happen is we are not going to know, did we actually hit that goal? Are we actually doing the thing? And I want us to look at it very, very black and white. So each morning you wake up and you think, or you say to yourself, my goal is to drink 32 ounces of water today. You get to the end of the day and you ask yourself, did I drink my 32 ounces? Yes or no? If you did, great. If not, why did you not do it? Did you not have your water bottle with you? Did you, I don't know, did you not have your water bottle with you? Did you not have a way to fill up your water bottle? Whatever that is. For me, my movement around the holidays will be, I was traveling, I wasn't at home. It's 15 minutes. A walk counts. So what are those reasons why that didn't happen? And just be aware of them. Acknowledge them. And then say, well, tomorrow's a new day. Let's start again. Wake up the next morning. I'm going to get the 32 ounces. I'm going to get the 15 minutes of movement if you're me. And we go through. At the end of the day, ask yourself. So there's a few ways that you can track your progress. And when we track our progress, it really depends on the person. You can, if you are somebody who has a specific notebook for your health journey, you can open it up. You can draw a little calendar of the month of November. Each day, Tanya doesn't like smiley faces because she was a teacher. You can put a star. Any day that you did your water, you put a star. Any day you didn't, put an X. So you can physically see that pattern. Are you keeping that streak or have you broken that streak? And the reason we do this is it takes anywhere from 60 to 90 days for a habit to be created. And we have to consistently be doing it every single day. Something else you can do, depending on what the goal is you can use an app on your phone. For movement, I like to use my watch. I always track my movement. My watch will pull the data and throw it in my Fitbit app. Something else that I've done is I will post a picture after, but I've taken a big Post-it note and I drew out the month of November, and every day that I do my movement, it puts a star, and every day that I don't, I put an X. You can use a physical calendar. You can use a digital calendar. We just want something that you can physically see. Did I do the thing or did I not? And it can be whatever way is best for you. Ideally, it's something that you can always have on you. So for me, I always have my phone on me. I don't usually carry this notebook, so that's not super ideal, but I could always track it in my phone and then put it back in my notebook when I get home. The big Post-it note, I'm not carrying that around during the holidays to travel, but I have it at home so that I can visually see it in a big spot. I know, Tanya, you have a whiteboard. If you have a second side of that whiteboard, flip it over and make your calendar. If you did it, put a star. If not, put an X. So we need to track whether it's happening or not. And if we start to see the pattern of it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening, then we have to dial in and really think about, really, why is it not happening? What are we doing to plan that's not working? And sometimes what that looks like is we are not fully prepared for the day. So for instance, if I know I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to get out the door and not be home till late, and I completely forgot I had to do my 15 minutes of movement, I need to think of a few things. Okay, do I have time during any portion of my day to get it in? No. Okay, it means when I get home late at night, I'm going to have to dedicate that 15 minutes to actually make it happen. Same thing goes with the water. If you are like running out the door and you forget your water bottle, when you're on the road, think of, okay, I need to stop at the gas station, get a water bottle that's at least a liter. And I'm gonna get that liter in, and then when I get home, I can finish that my last little bit of water. Does that make sense? Do we have any questions on the three must-know things for goal setting? Tanya, do you have any questions in the chat here? So, those 3 things you must know. Pick one thing, be able to do that thing every single day and be realistic. Like literally start so small with 5 minutes. 5 minutes goes a super long way. And then we have to be able to track it. Another way that you can track this progress or to track your commitment is you can get an accountability buddy. So in this group, any of you who have committed to something, you can hold each other accountable. So Tanya, if you see somebody else in the chat, I know Elena will probably watch the replay. If you and Elena want to have a conversation and keep each other accountable, go for it. Grab a friend. Something else that you can do though is you can join a program, which this fall I have an accountability membership where we do daily check-ins. Not a membership program. It's a Commit to Your Health program that actually starts in about 16 days. I can't believe it. That we're going to check in every single day with each other. Did you do the thing or did you not? And we're picking just that one thing to commit to. Did you do it or did you not? In addition to those, we have weekly educational calls where everybody's commitment's going to be a little different. Not everybody's going to commit to water, but we're going to have an educational day on water. Some people may commit to movement. We're going to have an educational day on movement, and it's going to be in a group setting so we can all support one another and build on the accountability of, oh, I don't want to break that streak. She's not breaking her streak. I don't want to break mine. So one of the options is finding an accountability partner, friend, family member, somebody else in this group. You can join the Commit to Your Health program, or you can work one-on-one with myself or another trainer that you may know. Accountability is something that we don't always think we need. We think we're pretty self-accountable, like, oh, I'll do the thing. But a lot of times we get stuck in our own heads of, oh, this came up, this came up, this came up. That sometimes it just takes that outside person to check in on you and say, hey, did you do it? Oh, darn it, I forgot. I still have time to get it in today. Awesome. Get it done, get it complete. It sometimes just takes that extra person. So, pick one thing, do that one thing every day, and then track your progress. If as I was describing the Commit to Your Health program, if that's something you're interested in, is daily accountability for 6 weeks so that you can actually achieve this goal. And if you sign up today, you'll get that accountability starting today. Drop commit in the comments. I will shoot you the information. We'll get you signed up because I want you guys to be able to achieve your goals and not wait till the new year and not feel sluggish, tired, exhausted, busy, unhappy during the holidays. I want you to feel good about yourself. And honestly, it comes from putting yourself first when everything else in the world is spinning 100 miles an hour. If you can do one small thing for yourself every single day, it's going to help bring you some center, and you're going to be able to navigate through all the holiday craziness, all the shopping, all the travel, whatever that may be, so much easier. So I want to know, what questions do you have, if you have any? Anything that's popped up for you related to either any of the 3 must know things, or just any questions related. Like, was your goal sleep? How much sleep do you need? Some other things you can choose are fruits and vegetables, amount of protein you get in a day. Any questions that you have, drop them in the comments. This chat does live on. The other thing is I want to know your insights. What did you get out of today's training? What did you pick up on that is like, that's what I'm doing. That is what I need to remember. And then that final thing is for any of you who do drop what your commitment is in the chat. So Tanya today dropped that her goal is at least 32 ounces of water a day. I'm going to check in with you every single day for the next week. Asking you, did you do it or did you not? How'd it go? Yes or no? So if you participate in the chat, you will get that daily check-in from me, and you'll be wanting to look for that through Messenger. So if we're not quite Facebook friends yet, add me as a friend so that I can shoot you some messages and it doesn't get caught in that message request folder. So as we wrap up, thank you all so much for being here. We will not be here live next week. I'm actually headed to a mastermind for some business people, and I'm super excited. So next week there will be no live training, but at noon there'll be a video and a recipe that will be coming out for you to try on your own time and to do a quick 30-minute workout if that is something that you are interested in. So I will see you all live in 2 weeks. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you then.